Hi, I'm Christy. I want to talk to you today about the impact that special needs can have on a family's activities. Schedules today for so many families are just jam-packed. You've got work and school and sports activities, often for multiple children, church, hobbies, and the list goes on and on. But what happens when you have someone in your family who can't cope with all of these different activities, or maybe with the volume or the activity level at some of these activities? Then what do? Well, welcome to the world of life with special needs. Once again, this is an area that I found that not a lot of people are talking about. I didn't really find any specific research on this topic. What I did find were a few articles that I could glean insights out of. Now, these articles do specifically talk about children with parents, but I think a lot of the concepts could apply more broadly. The first article I found was at bethesport.org. This site talks about programs that help kids with special needs to be active in sports or in just general healthy living areas. This specific article talks about the benefits of these kind of programs for parents. Some of the benefits they talk about include finding a sense of normalcy with activities specifically geared for your child with special needs. They also talk about finding a community where you can feel like you truly fit in because everyone around you understands and gets what your family is like. They also talk about how you can receive improved health because you tend to participate in these activities with your child. It's a really well-written article, and I think that you'll find it very helpful and valuable. Another article I found was at metrokids.com. Now, you can find links to these articles at my blog at www.havenofhopeforme.com. This post originally posted in April of 2018. So there's a quote from this Metro Kids article. It says, quote, "After school and weekend activities for children with disabilities can build self-esteem, skills, friendships, and a sense of belonging. Interacting with a shared endeavor with other children can be especially rewarding," end quote. They go on to make suggestions for types of activities and the benefits for them, and they break it down into several different areas, specifically ADHD, Asperger's syndrome, communication disorders, and intellectual and developmental disabilities. Again, I think it's a really well-written article, and they do have a list of suggestions that they provide at the end. As I've mentioned before, there's an article from friendshipcircle.org that's called 82 Summer Activities for Families with Special Needs. It's a list of activities that you can do broken down by day of the week, and each day is given a theme. So I hope that you find this list of suggestions helpful. I'm really glad that there are organizations that will help individuals with special needs to lead an active life. One of the things we've done is we've had our son involved with Special Olympics over the past few years, and he's really enjoyed it. And it's a good way for him to be active and to succeed at a sport without feeling like he's different or he's getting extra attention. We ran into that problem when we had him in martial arts. Now, our whole family was involved at the time, but he got to a point where he just absolutely refused to go to class. And I think part of that was because he realized that he was receiving extra attention that was directed specifically at him, and he didn't want that kind of attention. So we let him take a break, and then we told him he had to go back and he had to get his black belt. So he did. He got his black belt, and then he promptly told us he was done. And it's been a number of years since then, and periodically I'll ask him, do you want to go back? Do you want to get your second degree black belt? Because the rest of our family got their second degree before we quit. He keeps looking at me and goes, no, mine is better. And I think what he's basically saying is, I'm done. You said I could be done. I'm holding you to that. Another aspect of family activities that can be impacted is when there's activities for family members, but they're difficult for your loved one with special needs to attend to. So sometimes the activity is just too overstimulating, or sometimes there's something there that can set them off and it's just not worth the extra effort to go. And so you split the family and some go and some stay. But sometimes not taking your loved one with special needs just isn't an option. The whole family needs to attend, or somebody really wants the whole family to be there. Sometimes there's a special event. What do you do then? Well, I've got a few thoughts, and I've come up with a few products that might be helpful. The first one is a book that I've referenced before called Love for Logan. It's about a little girl with autism who becomes very brave, and she goes to something that's really tough for her. She goes to a ballet recital that her sister's in, and it's really important to her sister that she goes, and she becomes really brave and she goes. It's a really cute book. If noise and volume level is an issue, you might think about hearing protection earmuffs. Again, I've got a link on my website for that. We've used these in loud areas like at an air show or something, but they would also be really good anytime the volume is too loud for your loved one. If sensory issues are one of the things that you deal with, there's a series of books called The Out of Sync Child. There's one specifically called The Out of Sync Child Has Fun, and it's specifically written for activities ideas for people with sensory processing disorder. Amazon has this quote: "This revised edition includes new activities along with updated information on which activities are most appropriate for children with coexisting conditions, including Asperger's and autism and more." Now, these last product links are affiliate links. I do need to let you know that. But any money that I receive will allow me to continue to provide quality information for you at no cost. So as I wrap this up, my question for you is this: how have special needs impacted your family's activities? I'd love to hear your comments below, or you can leave them at my blog. Again, you can find this post at www.havenofhopeforme.com. It originally posted in April of 2018. So as we find creative solutions and creative strategies to continue moving forward and go into those activities that we need to go to, I hope that you can join me and say that life is good and there is never a dull moment.